My first guest is a New York Times bestselling author and has a brand new book coming out tomorrow. Please welcome April Henry. Hello.
It's great to be here.
Yeah, thanks for coming. So you live here in Portland and you write young adult mysteries and crime drama. So I imagine that is very fun to come up with all those twists and turns.
I like a twist.
Your new book is called In the Blood. Tell us what it's about.
So In the Blood is about Tessa. She is an 18-year-old senior, and she is adopted. She's always wondered about who her biological parents are, and she's had a lot of fantasies about who they might be. When she turns 18, she takes a DNA test, and she starts trying to figure out who her parents are. But what she doesn't know is that her dad is a serial killer known as the Portland Phantom.
And let's talk a little bit about what you have in your hand, because, yeah, some evidence from maybe the Portland Phantom.
Yes, this is an official evidence bag. It's got a necklace in it that was found on one of the victims. It's all filled out correctly. It's got a bookmark, it's got some deleted scenes, and it's got a letter from me, and it's going to go in pre-ordered copies. If you order today from AnnieBlooms.com, you'll get all this extra stuff.
That is very fun to include that. Let's talk about how Portland has influenced your writing.
I love Portland as an author because it offers pretty much everything, especially if you broaden it out to Oregon. We've got deserts, we've got mountains, we've got forests where no one can hear you scream, we've got oceans you can drown in. So there's just a lot that it offers. And if you expand it a little bit geographically, we've got small towns, we've got the big city of Portland. So all 32 of my books have been set in Oregon.
Lots of places for murder and mystery.
Yeah, and hiding bodies.
Yeah. So talk about your audience, because before the show, we were kind of talking about how your books are great for young readers and kind of reluctant readers.
Yes.
Tell us more about that.
Well, studies show right now that 35% of middle schoolers and high schoolers say they just don't like to read. So I'm trying to write a book that they're going to want to pick up. It's got a dramatic premise. It's got a lot of twists and turns. It's not super long, so it's not intimidating, and it's just going to be something that draws them in. And I hear from readers every day on TikTok saying that my books are the reason that they're reading now.
That's great. That's great. How does it make you feel when you see those?
Oh, I feel like a surgeon who did a heart transplant. I feel like reading changes lives, and if I can make one person be a reader, then I've changed a life.
That's great. Let's talk about kind of the fun research you've done to come up with these dramatic plots. Tell us about that.
Well, for another book, I had a character who's being chased through the woods, and she's in handcuffs and a big plastic boot because she has a sprained ankle. So I got handcuffs, I got a big plastic boot. I didn't go to the woods. I went to Gabriel Park, which has a wooded area they never cut down when they made the park. And I ran around in handcuffs, making notes about what it felt like. And I was thinking it was good there was never anyone back there. And that's when I saw these runners running toward me, and I freaked out. But it turns out most people are not looking for handcuffs, and only a few people noticed that I was wearing them. And I just gave them a big smile.
Okay.
And they didn't say anything.
I know, I was like, were you wearing a sign that says, I'm okay, this is for a project?
That's what I felt like yelling.
Yeah. Okay, the book is launching tomorrow at Powell's in Cedar Hills.
That's right, at 7 o'clock, so you can go. It's a free event. You can ask questions. You can learn more about the book. If you want to buy a signed copy, you can do that, but it's a totally free event. You don't have to do anything. Just come and be there, especially on a nice day. It's hard to draw people out.
Yeah, and bring those middle schoolers like you were
Exactly.
saying. And then one other thing I want to talk about, that your dad used to work here at KGW.
My dad did work here at the radio station with Tom McCall.
Okay.
And he was known as the Housewives' Delight, something the marketing department came up with. My dad was definitely very shy and not a big womanizer or anything, so I don't think he really liked that.
But he must have had a great voice.
He did. He had a voice made for radio and TV. That deep broadcaster voice you seldom hear these days. They're not really looking for that voice, but it's an old school voice.
Yeah, I totally know what you're talking about. Well, yeah, I mean, you have a lot of history, a lot of roots here in Oregon, and so I always love to read a book that's set in Portland or Oregon, and so I'm sure this is going to be just as fun as the others. So tell us one more time about the book launch tomorrow.
So the book launch is at Powell Cedar Hills at 7 p.m. and it is free. And then I will be talking about this book. I'm going to be in conversation with Emmeline Duncan, another author, so she's going to be asking me questions. And you can ask questions too if you come.
Very fun, very fun. Well, thank you so much for coming and bringing all this stuff and sharing some history with us. Thank you.
Thank you.